Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I complete the end of my cable. I'm using 20 gauge dead soft wire and it's cut approximately 5 inches long. The cord itself is 2 millimeters in diameter and it's a leather cord. I have one that's already halfway made, but I want to show you how I got to that point. So I'm going to go in with my chain nose pliers and kind of put a bend at about 1 inch into it. I don't really measure, I just kind of eyeball it. Then once when I get that bend, as you can see, I kind of go with the long end and I use the 2 millimeter setting on my baling pliers. And then I create this little loop. And the loop is where I'm going to put the end of the cord in to help secure it. Now, as you can see, I use my hands quite a bit. I try to avoid tools as much as possible because I don't want to make tool marks. I can go in with a file and file them down, but with leather cord, if you hit that when you're filing, it's going to damage it and it's not very forgiving. So as you can see, the loop is actually a little bit bigger than the cord. So I'm going to go in with my chain nose pliers and kind of cinch it down a little bit. And I want to be gentle here because, like I said, I'm trying to avoid tool marks. I'm taking my time and I'm just kind of cinching it down a little bit at a time. So once when I have it to where the cord is secure, I'm going to go in and hand twist the metal around. I'm going to coil it down the cord. Now if your hands are not strong enough to do this, and as you can tell, I'm putting quite a bit of force into that. You can always use pliers at the end and kind of help create that coil. Oh, excuse me. So once when I get about 3 to 4 loops, I go in with my chain nose pliers and I straighten it up a little bit. So I want it to look nice. I want it to look really as neat as possible. Oh, excuse me again, let me take a drink. Now I'm being really gentle here as I'm kind of adjusting the coils because again, I don't want to leave any tool marks. I try to avoid them as much as possible, but sometimes you can't help when you leave tool marks. So before I cut it, as you can tell, I pull the cord to the side, but I also push that inner wire inwards. I don't want it to stick out because I don't want it to poke anybody. And I'm just kind of giving it a little bit of a squeeze to help secure that a little bit more. So once when I get that cut, I continue to coil for about 2 to 3 more wraps around. I want to make sure, one, that I'm not seeing the end of that inner wire, but like I said, I don't want it to stick out. I don't want it to poke anybody, but I also want to make sure that the wire is going to stay on the cord. I don't want it to slip off. So I cut off that excess, and I'm just kind of clenching down the end of that. Now you'll see I run my finger over it, over that cut piece. I want to make sure that I'm not filling it, so I will kind of keep adjusting until it feels nice and smooth. So I don't want anybody to be poked by any part of the metal. And then I just give it a little bit of tug. And it's nice and secure. So I hope you liked this video and this tutorial. If you have any questions, please leave them in a comment. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.